I'm gonna pull up a game that some people might have seen before. Boop. Cloaked Ninjas. Hello Operator. So the next developer, it's a team actually, a team of 3, and if I'm correct, everyone from the team is in the chat. Please confirm, please, because that would be fun. So we went from Spain, we're going to Finland. So from a hot weather, we're going to a bit colder weather. And we're gonna check out a multiple Alakajam winning team. So they won the Alakajam 2 times in a row. Second time with Hello Operator. And they were asking for a footage of me playing this game, which I said we didn't have. So we compromised and they are on the stream. And I'm gonna play their game again. We're gonna discuss the game, and yeah, we're gonna have a really good talk about game jams and game development. And we're gonna have two people. No, we're gonna have a team of 3, and then I'm gonna have another game jam developer on the stream. So it's gonna be a game jam 2 hours, double game jam session coming up. So everyone who is involved in game development, please listen, join in. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun in a second. So I'm gonna play this game. It was the theme of the English comeback thoughts. So welcome. We are gonna play Hello Operator. It was a game jam game this year. It was made this year, and the topic was connections, if I'm correct. And we're gonna play this game.
Hello, operator.
Oh, if I click out from the game, I can't control the sound. So I'm just guessing if it's the right amount. Loaded by Cloaked Ninja. Music by Darkulon. Art Fresslapin. Play. Okay. I know something about the game. So everything is written down. Everything is written down how to play, and I'm gonna lose this one, but it doesn't. If I click out from the game, everything dies. The music dies. Oh well. So. Blinking light on the switchboard indicates the call is coming in from that jack. Choose any of the 6 available connector pairs and plug the left plug of the pair to the caller jack. Flip the torque switch to hear the caller. The caller will tell you which number you are trying to reach. Yeah, y-axis, x-axis. Plus, plug the right plug connector to pair the correct receiver jack. Push the ringer button to signal receiver of the call. Close communication by flipping the torque switch of the off position. Solid light indicates that the call is ongoing, the light is off, and the call has ended. Anyone? So we have the first complaint about the game. Great. I'm gonna make the... Hey ho. We're gonna make the game a bit not as loud as... Alrighty. So I'm gonna lose this. So that's ringing. So I'm gonna plug it in. Hello operator, 2660 please. So 2660, that's on top. So I'm gonna plug it in there, ring it, and close it, and then plug it in there. 2061 please. So 2061, that's here. Ring it. Okay. 3065, that's there. Ring. Okay. Plug it in. Oh no. Oh, that was a bad decision. 2361, 2361. Ring. Uncla. Could you connect to 2264? 2264. Click. Call. Unplug. 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 Plug. 2460. 2460. Ring. Close. Plug. Listen. Where did you go? Plug. 2560. 2560. Ring. Close. 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 Okay, let's put up the volume up a tiny bit. You know, games are there to have fun and relax and enjoy it. Let's try it again.
Hello, operator.
Brings me back some memories. I participated in this jam. I did participate in this jam. Yes. Oh, I think so switch this switch. 2564, please, thank you. 2564. Ring, close. Plug, listen. 224, 2264. Plug, ring, close. No, listen. 2261, 2261. Plug, ring, close. Listen, 3064, 3064, ring, close, plug, listen, 2462, ring, close, unplug, 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 unplug. Oh, I lost it. Unplug, unplug. Listen, 2261, 2261, ring, close. Which is 2663, 2663, ring, close. Anyone else? Okay. 3062, 3062, ring, close. Take that. 2665, 2665, ring, close, ring, 2164, ring, close, listen, 2963, 2963, ring. Okay, I found the bug. Come on, calls. I'm ready. 2160, 2160. Ring, close. Ring. 2465. Ring, close. Tell me. 2264. Here. Ring, close. Listen. 2562. That. Ring, close. 2760. 2760. Ring, close. Undock. Undock. Listen. Nope, it doesn't matter. People, slow down, people. 2261. 2261. Oh. Seal of approval. 141. I did a lot better than first round. Okay, I actually used double the time, but okay. Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi games had something like this. It reminds me of What is it? Another game. I can't remember names today. New Horizon. Not New Horizon, but what is the Animal Crossing? That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Collison. Okay. So I will show you things. It's a bit silly at the moment because I'm not blindly playing it. So I know a couple of things about this game, and I will show you what's awesome about this game. Or I found it awesome. Look. So you plug it in and you listen. What? Someone will call it again. So you plug it in and you So you plug it in. So, it's the wrong cable. 2460, that's there. And that's another thing. Bit more. Genius, I'm writing it down. We're gonna win the pageant for sure. What pageant? I wasn't sure you can eavesdrops. 3065, that's in the corner. Hello, Phil from Holland Music calling about the marimba. You what? Ordering a marimba? This is more fun than I expected. Oh, I thought they're gonna have an argument or something. 2061. Bonjour, Pierre Cuisine. I'm sorry. That was a missed call. What I found one mistake in the game, and I will show you in a second. 30 under the ball. 3065. That's on the corner. This one. Found one bug. I found one bug in the game. So yeah, it's great. It's well polished. I love that this little. So it's a blurred, so it's in the background. I love the feel of these cables. I love that they do look like jacks. I love that it plugs in. You can hear it plugs in. And then you get the seal of approval. How the hell? How did I get 205 points not even trying? What have I done? What have I done? Someone explain. I was not even trying. If I don't work at all, then will I get maximum point? Like 999? 9,999? No.
Hello, operator.
Hello, operator. So I'm gonna do something. I think just because the game itself is that's all, which is quote unquote that's all. What I would like to have is the developers. I would like to drag in the developers into the stream like now, because it's a bit early. I know it seems like it's a bit early, but I do want to have a bit of a chat about this game and about other games and about game development and GameJam game development. So if anyone from the lovely team are you, please join me in the waiting room on the Discord so I could drag you in to the storm voice chat. Storm. We're gonna have a storm voice chat here. I have a Dorkulon. Dork. I have one Dorkulon here. That's one person. Will I have everyone from the team in? My microphone is. We are all on one account. That's gonna be fun. Alrighty, so I'm joining and I'm dragging in. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Let's give you some volume.
Yeah.
And
Can you hear us?
everyone's here.
Yep, we're all here.
We're all here.
Brilliant. So, hello, welcome to the stream.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, excited to be here.
I'm really happy to have you here, especially after when I first played, and I wanted to say this. When I first played this game, I think that was one of those games when I'm so sad that I'm amateur at streaming, or was more amateur in the streaming and losing that stream, because when I played this game, and I'm quite sure I have streamed, and someone might confirm me, I said that opening a game like this, when you clearly know that's out of your league. So yeah, okay, yeah, it's too good. It's
Sorry
too good.
about that.
It was devastating emotion. Like, yeah. So congratulations, and congratulations for winning twice. So this was your second win, if I'm correct. I don't know if have you ever win?
I think our third.
I think it might be a third. Like, the first game that we did for Alakajam, what was it called?
Invisibrush.
Disappointed Master of the Invisibrush.
Yeah, the full
That
title.
it was. Yeah, we sort of dropped. We used to do like very long titles for our games. Like we'd ask the hive mind on Facebook for like puns. And yeah, so we ended up with very long names. Anyway, so I think the first game that we did also won, and then
Two more
these
games,
last
yeah.
two, yeah,
Yeah.
Dig Deep, and then this one.
So
Yeah, we really liked your comments on our video. That's why we wanted to include them. Because we were like, oh yeah,
we
he's
watched
saying
the
really
stream.
great stuff.
oh yeah, you're brilliant.
But, like,
Thank you for
Yeah, I completely procrastinated making the video for like 3 months. So yeah.
Yeah, you remember that game back in five game jams ago?
84 years ago.
So I want to make the music a bit less, because not because I love it. Don't get me wrong, but distracting. So yeah. Look, first question: do you have any cool game jam tips? So we're gonna get there. I'm really stoked to talk about game development, but first, yeah, I found one issue with the game, but I think you know what I was pointing out with the game.
Yeah.
But you know,
Look for them, you will find them.
but I
Yeah,
did
well,
I did praise the game back when I started it, because you know you are like something is flashing, I have to plug in something, and nothing happens. And like, why is nothing happening? Because you have to plug in actually the so which is so at this point I don't know if that was a conscious decision or it worked out that way, or But in theory, it should work in real life. That's how it should work. You have one input and one output.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it in real life works. Was this a conscious decision or?
Yeah.
Yes,
so
definitely.
We wanted that to happen, like input output, and so there was actually conscious effort in testing this, like the last few hours of like making sure that had to be plugged in before you'd see the speech bubbles coming through.
That's brilliant. And then you have to flip the switch.
Yeah, we argued a lot about how it should work, like if you should leave it off, like in the left position or the right position, and yeah, we eventually settled with this, which I think works because you can listen in. You don't have to play the game. You can see the dialogue and just like because we wrote quite a lot of dialogue. So,
Yeah, I think there's like 17
something like that.
Separate
like
dialogues.
dialogue like conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we didn't know anything about switchboards coming into this game.
Yeah.
It took us a lot of YouTube videos to find out how they actually
Yeah.
worked. Like we argued for quite a long time. Like, how does this work?
We have to
Why do you have so many cables? Like, what does this button do? Yeah.
What does this button do? Yeah,
Yeah, it
and,
looked like alien technology to us, but
and mind you, anyone who's listening and you don't know Alakajam and you don't know anything about game jams, this was made in 48 hours. I've got minus 80.
it was 72 hours, right?
This was wow. You got negative. How? Oh, stop
Hmm.
looking for bugs, dude. Come on.
You just got a seal, not a seal of approval. Just
I
a
don't-
seal.
See, just seal. Oh,
This
no
was
approval.
working perfectly yesterday. What happened?
It works on my computer. I don't know if something's wrong with you.
Then we'll ship your computer.
Come on. So back to main menu. So yeah, this was 72. Was
Yeah,
it?
this was the 72-hour jam.
Yeah,
The
it
previous
was-
This
ones.
jam we did because we had more time. We still wanted to say like, okay, well, let's pretend we have 2 days.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we use the leftover time for like bonus features and polishing and bug fixing.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think we ended it actually quite early, probably with lots of time to spare. No? You don't remember
I
that?
think we had about 5 or 6
Mm.
hours left.
Okay, yeah.
The only thing I remember about that jam is our game was I went to sleep. I don't know when, in the middle of the night, and Oliminor, who was my teammate, and he said, "Oh, because he's under a different sleep schedule, and he's a vampire basically," and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna work on something." And by the time I got back to the next morning, he developed a whole system that did not exist last night. And like, okay, we're gonna use this then. It's gonna work. So we got. So you have okay. So do you have any cool game jam tips? That was the main question, but I will ask it in a different way. So you get a theme. A random theme out of nowhere, because most of the game jams are like that, or you have a couple of ideas, because for Alakajam you can see the top 10 in advance, so you know that one of those gonna be the topic or the theme of the jam, but you get a random one out of the blue. Start the game, 48 hours. What's your approach to choose the or to work around, or what's your approach to think about the game?
Yeah, so we try to be like prepared, like, oh, let's make some ideas for these like finalists. It never works out. Like we never have a good idea for them. And then in the first day, we usually just brainstorm. We just fart out as many ideas as we can. Like
Because the time for this is quite late for us. Like
Yeah.
usually 9 p.m., 10 p.m. our time.
yeah.
So
So we take that first
we
evening.
have dinner and
Mhm.
then have some alcohol to get the creative juices flowing, and then we just spitball ideas.
Yeah, we make a mind map. Like, okay, it was connections, and then like, what does connections mean? Any other words for it? Like, I think we had an idea to do like connect the dots game. There was,
Yeah, like a conspiracy theory game where you're trying to connect the dots between
Yeah,
things
like
that
the
make no
meme
sense with
the
each
red
other.
lines on the board and-
Yeah.
and usually we're like, how is this a game?
Yeah.
In no way. That's how.
Yeah.
So we scrapped that idea.
And then sometimes we'll come up with an idea that's like, okay, well, we kind of like the idea, but we could do something better, so we put that in like the B pile. So just in case we don't come up with something, then we'll
we'll
I
have
might
like
hit the mic.
ideas that are easier to implement,
Mhm.
but not that exciting. So we can always fall back like, okay, this isn't working. Let's go to the easy game to
Yeah,
make.
stuff like that.
Mm.
What about you?
What my so when we were working with Oliminor, we would sit like 1 hour and just looking at the floor and just spitting out ideas on the topic and looking up pictures with the theme. So you get, or if you had an idea, so we had the climbing idea of I think it was Course Space had a climbing topic one. And like, okay, climbing, how does that look like? What's the visual cue? Okay, so we want something that the character is actually climbing, and how would that look like? What's the feel of it? What's the motion, and what's the main mechanic of the game? So I mainly think in the main mechanic of the game. My silliness or my approach to any game development is it has to make sense internally. So whatever you develop, whatever the game does or you do within the game has to make sense within the game. That's one of my quirks that I like to do. And then and then you run out of time halfway through and
Scrap all features. Yes.
Yeah,
that's something we also do. We plan for minimal features and then like polish features. And I'll be like to Dan, the developer. So I do art, and Yuri.
I do music and sounds.
And then Dan.
I do
codes.
everything else. The code.
So usually I'll plan like the minimal features, and then I'm like, oh, we should do this as well. And Dan's like, that's for polish. That's the last day. We never get to it.
It's not just you. Like we have bold ideas.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's like, that'll be great to do. That'll be great to do. And then it's like 10 hours to the deadline. Okay, that's not going in. We scrap that. Just get minimum viable product. Just get it out. Just ship it.
For example, we were gonna have a tutorial for this game because it's very complicated, as you found out by reading the instructions, and we just scrapped it at the last minute. Like, we're just having an image overlay. So if you actually start the game, there's a question mark, and you can see the instructions there as well.
Ooh, fancy.
I know.
So I got just reading the stream messages, and I still can't get over the art. It's so cute. Comes from Thaniel, who's gonna be the next person after you, and who's also a game jammer. So, and whose artwork is also quite good. So you are everyone is happy with each other, which is brilliant to have all of these game jammers all together. And I have another one, Roiku. How would you say hi in Finnish?
Hey.
That's I know 3 words now. Okay. Hey. I know 3 words in Finnish. Great.
Say moi as well, or if you want to say good day, you could say päivä.
Oh,
terve. Yeah, that terve is good.
Terve.
Yeah. It also means healthy.
All right, okay.
Oh. So you're getting 2 words for the price of 1.
Actually, you're getting the Finnish for goodbye is also hello. You just say it twice.
Oh, right. Moi,
moi.
and moi. Yes.
Moi.
Finnish is a very confusing language. This is what I've discovered moving here.
I got something. Torilla tavataan.
Oh, hey!
What is that? You need to translate.
Yeah, like
that means meet at the marketplace.
Meet
Like, Finland mentioned.
Yeah.
So I have Roiku, who is also a Finnish developer. He joined me on the last game jam. Ludum Dare. We did Ludum Dare together. Yeah, or as in he did a game, I did a game. So yeah, that's the same thing. What I always like to point out that the internet is bringing people together. And it's I'm gonna say this so many times, but I still can't get over the fact that I'm talking with brilliant developers from Finland on a Friday evening because why not? Why that's.
I mean, same. This is really uncanny. Like.
That's why I like Alakajam. The community is so small. It's really nice. You really get to know everyone who's doing a game, and they usually come back as well.
Yeah,
So you can, oh, like he's done a really good game. What are we just gonna do this time? Or like, oh, these people did really good games.
Mm.
From there, I find that there's so many games and so many developers. It's hard to get that same sense of community.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, if you have what 3,000 people, you can't get that relationship.
Yeah.
If you have a handful,
Yeah,
it
and I'm
has-
like a huge lurker, so I never post on anything. Like this is a big step for me coming on this like stream. But I feel like I know people from Alakajam where I see them, and there's a
Yeah.
community feeling there.
Yeah, you'll get to know names. Like, oh, I remember this person.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know that style. I remember.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just I want to get more of your games up in a second, just to talk about game development. The one, so I will ask because I want to hear it, but I might not want to hear it. So, regards to this game, did you or did you not do everything from scratch during the game jam?
Oh yeah, everything.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing that wasn't from scratch is like it's built on Phaser, which is an open source game engine.
So it's like Unity.
Yeah, basically.
All the artists from scratch.
And
Yeah, all the sounds.
And
too.
Yuri, like, he recorded real sounds, and he did the soundtrack like with the guitar and everything. It was really cool. Yeah.
So we mentioned before, but like we recorded a lot of this game jam, and because we wanted to do like a behind the scenes thing.
Yeah.
The idea was because the streamers were gonna get involved with this jam, we wanted like, oh well, we have footage that they could maybe use.
Yeah.
But someone took a very, very, very long time
To edit
putting this video together.
We're
So
not
that-
pointing fingers or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. But so yeah, like, we could literally prove like this is the steps we took.
Yeah.
Like,
But we have a very good system. Like, we jam together quite a lot, this
Mhm.
team.
Yeah,
I
we're
really
quite
like
well.
how, and it's really fun for us to come together and do a jam. But like, I do all the art, and I know the process of getting my art assets to Dan, and Yuri does all the music, and he already knows Dan's quirks.
Mm.
Dan is really the bottleneck here.
Shots
I mean,
fired.
I will say one thing as well is that for this jam, I created like a little importer plugin because I know these two don't give me consistent file names. Like sometimes underscores in their files, sometimes I'll use capital letters and things, and I just want consistency. So I just dump all their assets into one directory,
Mhm.
and then I like parse that, and that just saves me so much time of going through.
Mhm.
Because working with these guys is sometimes a bit of a pain.
So yeah, what I wanted to, I've got minus points. Oh, seal. So I do want to say that I hate the fact that you done everything. You did the music from scratch. I hate the fact that you did this music from scratch.
It helps that we're specialized.
Yeah.
Because I can't draw to save my life.
Yeah.
Whenever I play dictionary, it's just a disaster.
We should do like a switch around, you know?
Yeah, that
we
would
do
be an
art,
interesting.
like
Yeah.
Pull it out from a hat and like, yeah.
I think we'll end up doing a board game that way. And then I can't code, so
She hates a raise.
Brilliant. I'm gonna pull up another game that. So yeah, and wait, did I actually? Yeah, our game was the third in the same category. The same category. So the game jam, we won the jam with this game, and we were the third. We were the first, so like, yay! I was there.
Yeah.
I was mentioned on the same page. Happy.
yeah, I think we even commented on your game.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
comment and rate everyone who comments and rates us. That's also something nice about Alakajam and small game jams in general.
Oh yeah, dig deep, yeah.
Dig deep. And this so I remember looking at your game and like, oh, they are so good, and like what did they do before? Dig deep. Oh damn. Not fair. Just not fair. So yeah, you've been working together for a long time. But
Yeah.
am I telling a secret if I say that you might spend more time on game development than most of us?
Yeah,
possibly.
we're all professional game developers.
Well, you two are.
Yes.
I'm just a web developer.
That's
so
true.
Oh,
actual
poor you,
game development is a hobby for me.
Yeah, but we all work at Rovio together.
Rubio.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're game designers with Anna, and then Dan's a developer,
Yep.
a web developer there.
that's. In the meanwhile, I'm architect. What was it? What's the word? I'm digging.
Archaeologist.
I'm gonna be digging in the meanwhile.
We
Yes.
while developing this game, we also like switched those two words, archaeologist and architect,
Yeah.
Okay.
Every single time.
every single time.
It's something.
Like,
that-
wait, that's not right.
Oh, they 3D printed a save button.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with this game, we actually had a fourth helper, like just because we had your brother.
Yeah,
and
my
his
little brother.
helping us, and we thought they would be able to like intern for us in a way. So I was hoping to get like lots of coffee and biscuits.
Oh, from the chat, Ivan, I think he's working at Red Links now. I hope this is not a privacy issue. Like saying this out loud.
Hopefully not. You know, someone is gonna get into trouble.
No, you have to sell the items if you want to.
I don't know. I'm a hoarder, so
Yeah,
No. But he was on my team, actually. Like we worked together. It was-
I think with this game we didn't
Yeah.
explain too well like the core
Mechanics.
loop. Like you need to sell stuff, but you have to like risk reward selling some of the good things to get upgrades.
Yeah, right now you've just dug up trash.
ooh.
The idea behind this game was originally a game that I played back in school, like back in the 1990s. It was like an archaeology game where you had 4 tools. You had like a pickaxe, a trowel, and like a brush. And as you got closer to the treasure, you have to switch to the different tool. And if you use the wrong one, you might break it.
Ooh.
So I don't know why this was in school. I don't know what this was trying to teach. Maybe there was information about what you were digging up. But yeah, this is what we were trying to emulate.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I think it saves. I think I got this back in the day, so it saves all my progress.
I think you dug those up in your last dig.
Yeah,
Yeah, this game did not receive as much polish as the previous one. I liked our 3-day time limit more than our 2-day time
Mm.
limit.
Yeah.
Also, you can sometimes dig up multiple things and you don't know you've dug up multiple items.
Mm.
There's a few bugs in this.
I mean, with all our GameJam games, we are like, I have a list. Oh, we should polish this after the jam, and it never happens.
It never happens. Like
There's a theme, yeah.
never
That's
happens.
trash, yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm just digging. Oh, I got plenty of trash.
I think he stole the treasure.
Yeah, I think one of those was a part of a treasure.
Yeah, I know, but oh wow. Okay, I already have this. I can sell this. This looks important, so I'm gonna keep it. So yeah, anyone in the stream, if you have questions, please send me all the questions, and we're gonna answer all of them. So we know you. So what's the how do I want to ask the question? What's the gaming or game development scene in Finland? So as far as I can tell, the bird flu is not affecting you, but in general, what's the
Yeah,
What's the
I
gaming-
think the gaming scene, I mean, before the virus, it was really, really nice. Like every month we have IGDA meetings, which is like IGDA, International Game Developers Association.
Yeah.
And every month they have a party sponsored by one of the Finnish companies, and you get free beer, and everyone goes there. It's like it's a free event.
Well, it's like a couple of beers, so it's not like.
If you know the
You're
person
overselling
who's
it.
giving away the tickets, there's free beer for the whole evening. But yeah, it's really nice. Like everyone is there, gets together, and the scene is so small, I think, as well.
Yeah.
That you can get to know people. Like we know this guy in the chat who knows someone who knows
Yeah.
Those-
someone that
Exactly.
we've worked with. Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels like you're hanging out with friends. At least, like, it's really easy to make kind of genuine connections in the Finnish games industry, because I think when when you're all working in the same industry, and in an industry like this, which is kind of fueled by a passion for games, you instantly have something in common with basically everybody. So it's very easy to meet people, make friends, like find people like kindred spirits. So basically every month you're just going out with your friends basically and getting a couple of free drinks.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and they have indie game beer every month as well.
Yeah, indie beer is
a lot
great.
of beer-related events, I guess
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Like it's like it seems like in Finland you like drinking. I don't know. You don't seem like that nation, but
I am having a beer right now, and if you heard a crack on the stream, I'm very sorry, but I happened to like open a very loud can, like these. Yes.
Yeah, it's great here, and we always need new blood. So you know, if there's like game devs in the chat, you know, come to Finland and work with us.
important question on the stream. What's the best beer in Finland?
8-bit.
Oh, yeah.
8-bit brewer. Come on, support your friends.
Yeah. So no,
Finished with
a
that.
friend of mine runs this like video game themed brewery called 8-bit.
Okay.
They have really really nice beers. I think he's from Oregon, and he moved to Finland, and he's been doing like really nice beers with like video game puns as their names, like
Ocarina of Lime.
Ocarina of Lime, a wheat beer called Hefferoth, raspberry beer called Resident Evil, like that sort of thing. So I'd say that's
pretty good
up
beer.
there. Yeah.
It's okay. That's a good pun. That's a good pun.
Yeah, that's all our decisions are related to how good the pun is.
And yeah, so the gaming scene in itself, as you said, they are, you know, game related places or pubs. Is it in general popular, the game scene, or
The game dev scene?
game dev scene in or gaming in general? So like, you know, players.
Oh.
I'd say so. Like, I think it's gotten like more, I guess like more publicity recently with streaming, and I think actually next month is something called like Games Weeks, which is a week dedicated to kind of demystifying gaming for
Young people.
you know, the common folk. I don't know how else to say it. But like
The plebs.
but basically like
The
sort of
riff-raff.
yeah. I mean like highlighting the positive aspects of gaming, and then like demystifying like the supposed like negative aspects of it. So I think it's gotten quite a lot of popularity.
Mhm.
And like game dev scene, it's really big. Like I think it's a pretty tightly knit community. Like there's a lot of different companies and a lot of different people. There's a big GameJam community.
Yeah, the
Like,
Finnish GameJam community,
yeah,
which is its own organization now, and they get together every summer in a cabin, and they plan all the jams in Finland together in like this great cabin with this hot tub.
It's a jam
I
jam.
recommend it. It's called the Jam Jam.
Jam.
And yeah, so they plan like the global game jams, like who's going to run every site. They plan this Lappish Sami game jam, and there's other ones.
Yeah.
I'm completely
I know a
forgetting
friend
their
of
names.
friend of ours did like a bicycle jam
Oh,
where
yeah.
he and somebody else got on top of like a tandem bike and made a game. Like one of them programmed.
Yeah, they
on the back seat, and
they
the
were
other one-
went from Finland to Sweden, I think, or from Finland to Denmark on a bike, and it was like solar powered. And they made a game. Well, one of them drove, and one of them was making the game.
On a bicycle while
Yeah.
riding the bicycle.
Yes.
Because game jams by themselves are too easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy Samuli he's like a jam expert.
Yeah, he's a serial jammer.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
jams all the time.
Yeah.
We have one serial. I don't know, Mr. Bacon. Are you in the stream? Say hi. Hi, B. I have a couple of people saying hi. I want. Yeah, I have someone who really wants to work with you, and saying things that I can't even pronounce.
We have lots of trainee positions at Rovio, I think twice a year, for students and people wanting to get in the industry. So
something in Finnish, something with letters with dots in it, and his name. Someone who is actually a game design student in XAMK. I don't know what that is. I think that's a university in Finland, and he really wants to work with you. So hit each other up on Discord. So everyone is on Discord.
Yeah, please do.
And yeah, it's just such a brilliant and such an honor having you here. What would you say for as a newcomer game jammers to what to focus on as when you're going into a game jam?
Scope of the project. Get your workable prototype done on the first day. That would be my advice. We don't follow it a lot, but in a perfect world, I would get the first playable prototype done and then polish on the second day, and just whatever your scope was, have it.
I think it's be mindful. Like, don't get too focused on one thing. So I know I've done it with coding, like trying to fix one thing where it's not that important. It's not core game mechanics. Just move on, and you can maybe fix that later, because so many times you get a brain block, and you'll figure out that problem in a few hours. It's about getting so we have this thing called MVP in development, where you constantly ship workable products, but they consistently get better. You never have it's broken, and then after 8 times, oh, now it works. You always have something. So it's all about iteration and getting it slowly better over time.
Yeah.
Okay. And
also, sorry, I would also say just have fun. You don't have to get something done for the jam. If it's your first jam, it's totally okay to be oh, I didn't get it finished, but I had a good time. Because then you'll learn for next time what your limits are.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to not finish something.
That's very true.
All right. And I think most of the game jammers, that especially the people I know on the stream and who are regulars, everyone is aspiring to be a game developer themselves. And the question is, if you want to be a game developer as a professional, and you're in your student years, or I'm not in my student years, I'm that was years ago. So you what if you would want to get into the industry, and you're making these game jam games or other projects to be in the portfolio, what would you say that people should focus on to what type of games you would recommend people to work on or think about that would indicate that they are doing a good job, or they could be a developer with a company?
I would say it's different for every specialty that you want to get into. If you really want to be a level designer, I would focus on making games with levels. If you want to be a game designer, it doesn't really matter what games you make as long as you make games. When I look at portfolios from students, I love seeing just game jam games in there, and that they have a passion for this, and that they just do it in their spare time.
Yeah, I think I actually talked about this pretty recently with someone at work, and he was saying that at least the company has an understanding that when you're a student, you're working on kind of whatever's available. You're working on all sorts of stuff, and the most important thing is shipping kind of completed things that you can have there, and then a lot of getting into the industry, especially for creative roles like game design, art, I'm sure, is being familiar with the games, and having a passion for the games that you're applying for. Yeah. So if you want to, both Anna and I work in the puzzle studio at Rovio, so playing puzzle games, like knowing the kind of ins and outs of them, like how they work and like sort of common tropes that are there is all really like
It makes you stand out
yeah,
a lot.
possibly more valuable than having worked on those games
Yeah.
in the past, especially if you're a student. Like,
Yeah.
Also, weren't you saying that you'd had like people apply to work and they knew about one type of game, but the role wasn't that type of game?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like playing this game, but okay, but
Yeah.
that's not the job you're applying for.
This is, I think, like overall for any job application that you do, make sure you show a passion for the product that they're making. Like, yeah. It really stands out if you're like, some of the keywords or some of the buzzwords for what you're applying to. This is just creative roles, by the way. I don't know programming. If you just need to program something, take some sort of test, if that's enough.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, but like, you have coding tests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know game development wise if there's that thing. Probably, I guess they would test you on that. I would also expect you would just show like, well, this is what I've made.
Yeah.
I got on a stream someone print hello world. As the...
Yeah, you're good. You're golden.
Yeah,
good.
Console.log that. That's it.
That's one way.
Yeah, but I just want to say again, at Rovio, we do have trainee positions. Everyone's. I know Dan's looking at me like, when you talk, but like, it's very useful for people to know about this. We do have trainee positions twice a year, I think, and they are paid positions as well. And like, we don't expect people to have worked on games before getting there. Just like game jams or university, and show a passion for Rovio games.
The reason why I'm looking at this screen is not because I want to ignore you, because I love the art style on this game. I'm just booking a ticket to Helsinki. Just give me a second.
Yes, please, Jonas.
If we refer you, we get some bonus.
if I get in, if I'm good enough, I need to learn the Finnish language. That's I could get away with being Finnish, but
no, you don't.
Yeah.
I'm a testament for that.
Yeah,
I
actually,
think in the games industry is like you don't
need to finish at all.
Yeah.
English is fine. Like Dan doesn't know any Finnish, and he's living here.
I got up to an 84-day streak on Duolingo.
That's good. That's good. I know 3 words.
It's good. Perfect. You're done.
And one is really important, and I felt like it's such a must-know word, and it is sateenvarjo.
Oh, very nice.
Dan's looking very confused. This is not one of the words Duolingo.
Umbrella.
Yeah.
Umbrella.
Yeah.
So the story goes is a really, really good friend of mine is fluent in Finnish, and she was like, I don't want to say why it's an important word for her, but it's an important word, and because it sounds like a Hungarian word, or 2 Hungarian words, and it has the 2 words, and the Hungarian meaning has nothing to do with each other. It sounds like sateen as the like textile, or sateen, so the material, and varjo sounds like varju, which is crow in Hungarian. So it's a sateen crow. That's what it sounds like in Hungarian, and that's
So the word for crow in Finnish, I guess, is varis. So it's very close to the word in Hungarian.
It's a neighboring language. It's the closest 2 language together. Like, I don't know how and why, and no one could tell me what. It's yeah. So okay, I'm gonna apply to Rovio. I'm good with birds.
Yay! Do
Yay! We'll see. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's such an honor to have you here. And what's your next game jam? Where can we see you next time?
Who knows? We haven't talked about it. Probably Alakajam or Ludum Dare. We might try again.
Yeah. Have you done anything for Ludum Dare this time?
We did one for 44. I think that was the last Ludum Dare we did.
Oh yeah, that was Ema Goblin, I guess.
Yeah.
This was my first Ludum Dare this year, and it was daunting. But it was scary to see that. Okay, you are in the competitive category, which is the tighter 700 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot. I think the last game we came in like 92nd overall, which is really good.
That's
So-
brilliant.
Yeah.
Like 3,000 or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
But we're doing like team games, so it's easier for us.
But, oh yeah, but then you were in the gem category, right? Yeah,
Mm.
because if you want to do a team, then you have to.
Yeah, I don't want to stress more, so a
Mm.
team is good for me.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to. But because you are professionals, that's an interesting topic to talk with you. That as far hello thank you for the follow. I missed out on saying thank you for the follows because we are having such a nice conversation. But everyone, thank you for the follow and yeah, if you have any questions and want to ask these amazing people on the, I don't even know who's following. I can't even see. Where am I? Hello. Oh, you're following me. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, I am. Sorry, I just noticed that I wasn't.
Hacking the system.
I literally just joined the stream. So.
I was like, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, you're okay. But everyone, thank you for the follow. And if you have any questions to these lovely people, ask anytime they are in the stream and they're gonna, oh, thank you for the cheers. Oh, thank you. I got cheers. Yay.
Which this is all very like, okay, cheering, there are bits.
Yeah, Dan's an old
follows,
man.
Subbing.
I don't know either. I have no idea. I'm on this platform for 4 months. No idea what's happening. I know one button. That's the start stream, and then after that it's chaos. What I wanted to ask is getting back to the serious topic, and as you are, what I see in the gaming industry in the whole is everyone is trying to create more livable environment for game developers or developers in general. And what we see is like, you know, when we talk about crunches, I read an article about CD Projekt Red last time, and in general the industry, how much they working like 12 or 14 hours a day and 7 days a week, and you can if you read about the Japanese developers, a lot of them are, you know, they get into hospital in the last, after the game is done, they go into hospital for a week because they are so exhausted. And so you as a professional and in an industry that is fighting for a better environment, a more calm and more peaceful environment to work in, why do you think we do 2-day jams?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, in mobile games, crunch, at least at Rovio, doesn't really happen because we're not. I think it depends on the company, but at Rovio we have like this very anti-crunch policy, and they have very nice rules there for everyone.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of it comes down to also like how you plan the
Yeah,
project as
exactly.
well. Like sometimes if there's like, if something's obviously like, if something's on fire, like some like stuff happens in game development and something is on fire, then like
You have to stay late to fix it.
yeah, it's just, but then that's like extenuating circumstances. But like on a day-to-day, like getting updates out, for instance, like none of it ever involves
Yeah,
crunch.
if it involves crunch, that's just poor planning. Like, and when you have these AAA games, they're usually going towards a deadline, and after that deadline, it's like they'll let go a bunch of their staff because, you know, they're done with the game, and like the game is just shipping to people. In mobile, you constantly have to keep updating, so you always have to keep your staff really happy, otherwise they'll leave, and like you won't have anyone to ship updates. Like, and that's the bread and butter of your industry. At least at Rovio, they treat the staff really well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're not paid to say this. Like, it's true.
yeah, that's brilliant. That's always the best.
We're here as our own selves.
Our opinions
speak-
are our own.
Yeah, but so I can't really speak about crunch that way because I've only ever experienced it really at the indie studios that I've worked at before. Yeah, but I don't know.
So
Jamming is just a whole other experience for me.
but
It's like
That is
creating a
crunch.
game and putting it out, and then you don't have to ever think about it again. Like, it's so
yeah, that's
nice.
a little different.
But in doing that, you are putting crunch on yourself.
Yes.
Because it
Voluntary
is,
crunch, I think, is different.
but you know there's an end in sight,
Mhm,
so it's
yeah.
like 12, 14-hour days, but you know it's only going to be for
Exactly.
a few days.
You have a time limit.
Mm.
You know that it ends at this time. Yeah.
and I've for me, and I experienced that. I don't know if you know what Pico 8 is. I'm guessing you
Yeah,
might
yeah,
have
yeah.
heard about it. So what I feel about that, limitations are uh, fueling creativity. So you're limited in one way or another, and you have to work with whatever you got, and that fuels the creativity because you're working. And same, so Pico 8 is limited in because it's a retro console kind of thing, and GameJam is limited in time, so you have 2 days, come up with whatever you want or whatever you can in 2 days or 3 days, or which is
that I think definitely create like limitations create like breed creativity because you're seeing
Yeah.
how far you can push the boundaries of this boundary.
Well, yeah.
And seeing like what else can I do in 48 hours, or like how can I spin this to get the most out of it.
All our games have been HTML5 games.
Oh, that's true.
Whereas we could maybe have explored Unity, which would have opened up a whole
New world.
like a whole new world,
a whole dimension.
of opportunities. Yeah, an extra dimension.
so what's the game engine you're using for these games?
It's called Phaser.
Phaser. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up here.
It's HTML5 Canvas. It's open source.
Mhm.
And I've contributed as well to this project. It's really nice. There's good documentation. I think it's one of probably I want to say the most popular HTML5 framework out there. But yeah, there's tutorials. Like it's easy to, if you have a problem, someone's already had that problem before, so you go to Stack Overflow and find the solution, or go to a forum. And that's what you want for a game jam. Like I want quick, like I want to get the answer.
Whereas straight away, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we haven't used Unity, because at least I'm not familiar with it, and so it would be spending time learning stuff when really you should be creating stuff in that jam period.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Unity is. I find it quite brilliant. It does certain things really good, but with the tutorials, or at least the popular tutorials, what I found was it's giving you an idea, but not in-depth answers. And yeah, that's what that was. So they had an argument about Unity, or Unity is good for bad games, which is a bit silly to think about in game development in that sense. Yes, so you're gonna have an engine, and that engine has its limitations, or has its things that it gives you straight away, and you can go and YouTube certain things, how to control a character, how to shoot, how to things. But you if you stuck on that level, then you're gonna do the same game as of another 1,000 people. Going really deep into it, that's a bit of a challenge, and that's, you come to being a developer and coding and coming up with your own systems and things like that. That's one of the that's something that not many do, and who are doing it really deeply. They are in the industry as a professionals, and so you don't have those answers online that much. So that's what I found that hard in Unity.
Probably the minority, but I don't like Unity. I think it gives you too much. Like it's too visual. Like,
things come too easy for you.
In a way, yes.
Dan likes a challenge.
Like there's an art, I think, of programming.
Okay.
And
this is this
if you
portion
could
of
just
the stream.
drag and drop things, like you lose out on like, okay, what's happening underneath? Like I think
I when I first saw Unity years ago, I didn't dive into it too much, exactly for the same reason. Exactly, I'm like, where does the code start? Where does the code start? What's happening? Why? What do you mean? I'm just dragging it and just writing just whatever like, yeah. I did Java for a while, and when you're like, you code the button, the position of the button you code in, and silly things like that, and like, I don't understand why this drag and drop, but it does. It works. You can have fun with it, and you still can code everything if you want to.
Yeah. We should try it. The other thing is I wanna do 3D art if we do Unity. But I've never tried it. Like I think I've tried it a couple times. I stick with my comfort
Exactly,
zone.
like,
2D
you've got
2D
2 layers,
Illustrator.
You've got to stick with what you know, otherwise you're going to just produce a hello world.
I like this comment. GMs are a good place to learn skills, but not entire engines. And I think that's true. I think we learn something every time we do a jam. Like Yuri does a completely different soundtrack every time.
Yeah, like every time we do a jam,
You buy a new instrument as well.
well, for Dig Deep, I went to the mall next door and bought a recorder, like like
A very annoying instrument.
the flute that you have to learn
Yeah.
in elementary school. And then I came home and then like basically just made it scream into the microphone. So like Anna and Dan were like, "What are you doing in the room?" But you add like a ton of reverb to it and delay, and like it sounds really nice. So that's how Dig Deep was made. But yeah, like every time there's like a new genre of music. So for the telephone game, I already forgot what it's called.
Now I hear the recorder in it.
Saying like, oh, like you should do like jazz, like swing or something, and it ended up turning into electro swing because I didn't really have the tools to have all like big band instruments or whatever. But like other game jams, it's been like shopping, like 50s shopping music or bebop or like something like. I just go on YouTube and see like, okay, what kind of does this music encompass? Like what can I get like close enough to this type of music to do? And it's really fun because that you talked about like creative constraints before, and that's like that places like creative constraints on what music can be.
Yeah, as I said, I hate that you have done this music from scratch during the
I have lots of things in the other room, and like I have to just yes, some might say too much, and I need to justify somehow those purchases.
I got this last before Ludum Dare. I've got this, and that's a lifesaver. That's a lifesaver.
Midi keyboard.
A MIDI keyboard, just 2 octaves, more than enough. It has a button to transpose, but it's a lifesaver that you have an instrument that you don't have to click every note in and like just play it up and you can have fun. But I don't have too much time for. I don't have too much space for all the instruments I want to live with. And
anytime, like I find like anytime you can make something more tactile, like with the MIDI keyboard, like you'll come up with different things than you would if you were just placing notes on a piano roll, or like with some of the instruments that I've been using for the jams, like I don't actually know how to play them. It's like the recorder, for instance, like but that also places a constraint on what you can do. So even if you don't know how to play an instrument, just use that, because you might come up with something that someone who actually knows how to play the instrument wouldn't come up with. Just play it wrong.
Yeah, and you also stole a bunch of rocks from the outside yard.
Yes.
Now
I
there's
went
just a box of
outside.
rocks
I
in your
came
house.
ping back home with a box of rocks.
Because you wanted the authentic.
You want authentic
digging,
rock slapping sounds.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding
it would have
me?
been more. Yeah, it would have sounded better if I had a wooden box, but I had a plastic box, I think.
And the jacks for the telephone game,
Yeah.
that's the sound of a jack going
Yeah.
in.
That's actually a jack. I can confirm that. That sounds exactly as a click. That sounds exactly as it should. Oh.
Anna helped with that performance. Like she put the jack in and out.
That's the secret. That's the secret spice on it.
Yeah. It's really funny to think about like doing these like mundane things as a performance. Like you have to get the jack going in just right, or like you have to
Fit it in the hole in one.
Yeah, like slap a ruler against the table to get the right sound. It's a performance.
Oh yeah, and the seal slap, weren't you like throwing wet towels or something?
Yeah, we went into so every like a lot of houses in Finland have saunas, so we went into the sauna and then like put some like soap all over the boards. What
Yeah.
do you call them? Like the seats. And then took some like wet kitchen towels and like slapped the wet kitchen towels just for that seal sound effect at the end.
That's brilliant. What is Foley sound design? Yeah. So not just we're making music with a piano with a MIDI keyboard. No, I'm going out and doing it actually. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I think that's what makes the game jam fun for us. We push ourselves to do something we like and something.
And we're always quite silly about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's puns in it. It's never taken too seriously.
Yes.
I think that's one of the important things
Mhm.
because it's quite stressful and you need that.
Yeah, the relief.
And there are a couple of more games here under Cloaked Ninjas. All of these are your games as a team, or
I think the first one, Dog Detective, is something we did on Train Jam.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of that one.
Yeah, Dog Detective had I think 7 developers.
Yes, too many.
Yeah,
3
too
is
many.
perfect. Like Dog Detective.
Train Jam, if people don't know, is you're riding a train from Chicago to San Francisco on the way to GDC, and it's just full of game jammers.
Yeah, you make a
it's
game
not the
on the
best
train.
environment to be productive.
wait, like actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they rent out the whole train. It's because like
I want to.
Yeah.
Taking a trip to GDC.
But now they rent out the entire train, and it's from Chicago to San Francisco, and it's like 2 days, I think.
3
days.
56 hours.
It's very hard to jam because the scenery is so pretty. Like it's very hard to keep jamming.
And you're talking to people like really
like
cool,
because there's so many developers on the train as well, and you're all stuck in one place, so they can't escape. So like
and you have to live. There's food as well. Like, there's like 3 meals a day. And...
Yeah.
How do you record music there? Like, for how do you do Foley there? Like, can you?
And it's tricky to meet up because sometimes there's no internet, there's no Wi-Fi, so you physically have to walk down the train. And okay, where's this person sitting? Like, I don't remember. What do they look like again? I can't remember. Like,
wow,
it was fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I wasn't there personally, so I'm not sure how I would do Foley. Maybe just voice act everything or something.
Just like everything with your mouth.
Yeah.
I did the first game jam music and everything with my mouth because I had no idea how to record it properly, and everything was with mouth. And someone like, are you really did everything?
That's great. I think that adds so much charm to games.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I love when game jams use like voiceover. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so nice to hear people's voices on the jams because it's always so derpy and like, it's like just makes me feel like the game. It's like I give full score for those games.
Brilliant. So everyone, if you want to get a lot of points on your game, use your real voice.
Yes.
Ow, don't hurt me. Please, ow, don't.
We're gonna sample that.
Yeah, more than welcome. Just send me the link when the game is ready. And I'm really, really sorry. And I think we need to end this here because if I don't end it here, we're gonna be here for the next 10 hours, which would be still fun but we have other people and but please stick around because the next developer is also a jammer and really good at it, so let's support each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you have anything you want to shout out or anything, please do it now.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
I guess.
And Roiku, if you want to shoot me a message, I'm on the Discord server.
Yeah. We're all on the Matcha Maze Discord, so if you want to reach us there, you can.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, this isn't YouTube.
Yeah, that was so close.
You're gonna laugh, but I did that for a while. Like and subscribe if you like my channel, if you like to see what you're doing there. And people like, it's not YouTube, doesn't matter. Just do whatever you do here. So I have won the Dorkalon.
Yes.
I have Cloak Ninjas, Daniel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman jailed for no, okay, and and we have Anna here
Hello.
with hello operator, smooth operator.
Better name.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for joining the stream. Take care. Have a nice evening, and hope. I would love to have you in the stream again. And the next when we get to the next game jam and we produce something great and continue this conversation.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, bring it.
Yeah.
The challenge.
This would be really fun. Like this was literally our first stream that we've
Ever
taken
done.
part in. So we figured out the audio for this. Now that it's
Yeah.
the first hurdle is over.
Our audio guy went too far.
It works brilliantly. I make a photo and put it on the Discord server so we can see what your setup is, because you sound amazing. Almost if you have a professional sound engineer on the team. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Still join the chat if you can. Bye-bye.
Bye.